Everyone knows that running an e-commerce business requires a team to grow. But what if I told you that you could boost your reach, make more sales, and actually save money, all without having to hire additional people? Well, in this video, we're gonna be breaking down 7 e-commerce tools that are absolutely shifting the landscape. And we're gonna be giving each one of them a rating of good to try to you need to buy. The best part is you can start for very low cost, or some of them are even free. And trust me, you wanna stick around to the end because the last tool may actually just change the way that e-commerce is done. Now let's begin with the very first tool that I think all of us have either heard, but maybe is being underutilized, and that's ChatGPT. Now when it comes to ChatGPT, in order to maximize its potential, you really want to have some GPTs that are custom to what it is that you're trying to do. So let's take, for instance, you want to do some marketing research or some deep research. There's actually bots like Deeply Research or even Deep Research Prompt that'll actually help you put the right prompts together in order to do the research and get the results that you want. And through the deep research function of ChatGPT, by it structuring it in a professional way, you now get the answers that you need in a very detailed sequence. And that's really where ChatGPT thrives, because if you know what you want and you can prompt it, it'll get you there pretty dang close. For this reason, we're giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. Now, ChatGPT is excellent at giving you those insights and the numbers and the market research of what's happening online. But what if you want to know what's happening in real time? Meaning what products are selling, who's selling them, and how much can you potentially make if you're thinking about launching a new brand? Well, that brings us to the next tool, which is called Fastmoss. Now, Fastmoss is the leading TikTok data analytics platform that's really known for its fast, accurate, and comprehensive product and influencer data, which means that you really have the power to snoop around and find information such as what products are top sellers, who's promoting it, which influencers are promoting it, how much they're making in commission, and how much potentially can you make on a new brand. Let me just show you a quick case study on this. Let's just say you're looking to sell winter coats. Now what it's gonna give you is it's actually gonna give you what products are selling and what brands are selling them. So right in here, you got 7-day units, 474, so they're selling about 1,600 of these jackets every day. You can see exactly why people are buying them. So every month it's making about 400,000 sales. And because Fastmoss gives you every single thing that you need to not only research a brand, but launch it and market it, for this reason, we're giving this a 5 out of 5 when it comes to you need to buy. And now that we have the data on what's working, how do we create the brand designs and the marketing and ads? Well, that brings us to the next tool, which is Kittl. Now, Kittl is one of those companies that have changed with the times, especially over the last year. They've gone in and really dove into their AI capabilities, as well as how can they help entrepreneurs design and launch brands. So whether you have design experience or not, you can actually start putting together your designs, or they also have a library full of different templates that you can immediately start using. So if you're launching a certain style of brand, all you gotta do is literally just look up if it's a sportswear brand or whether it's a streetwear brand. They have all these different marketing materials as well as designs and graphics that you can start to pull from to start building that brand aesthetic. And one of the recent tools and features that they launched is actually called a flow. And through this Kittl flow, it actually allows you to design one asset and then you can actually create multiple variations of it. So take, for example, this drawing that my daughter made. She drew it on a piece of paper. We worked it with AI and it came out like hola gato. Hello Kitty in Spanish. So within seconds, we put this onto a phone case. Now this is a great example of how you can use your designs to quickly mock up concepts. So now the idea is to have a girl actually like using it. Okay, so check that out, guys. From a image to a mock-up of a product to a girl holding that product in different poses in the same setting, to even putting it on a desk. Now, Kittl is an incredible tool for ideating new brands, as well as creating the marketing materials for existing products or new products that you are going to be launching in the market. They make it easy for you to remove that design headache and not have to work with a professional designer every single time. But because it doesn't replace the graphic designer completely, we're gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. Because the reality is you still need to do that manual labor to get it just right, and you still may need to hire a graphic designer for you to take it over the top. And now that we got the visuals, the next step is into actually finding the product. Once you identified something and you have a cool brand, how do you actually source it without spending hours or days on Alibaba? Well, that brings us to the next tool, which is called TeamDrop. Now, TeamDrop actually connects to all the suppliers in China through 1688. Now, if you don't know what 1688 is, it's essentially China's version of Alibaba, which means that all the factories and manufacturers are using those for their supply chain. So you're not getting that marked up price, you're getting direct from China factory prices. Now, when it comes to TeamDrop, once you create your account, you're gonna see a setup here, and it's just gonna have a lot of different products that are either available through TeamDrop itself. So if we click on one of these, you can see that it's TD packet sensitive, and it's available to ship within 12 to 18 days. And it also automatically connects to your Shopify store, so you can start to actually drop ship this immediately. Now, for those out there that are looking to source and create their own brands, this is where the 1688 or even Taboo comes into play, because they are also manufacturers for products. You not only find suppliers, you also have the ability to connect it to your store in a dropship model, and you can work directly with that factory to do special customization to it. And since TeamDrop gives you the ability to actually find almost any product you can think of, drop ship those products, bring them into the United States, and be able to fulfill a lot quicker to sell on TikTok Shop and other platforms. For this reason, we're gonna give TeamDrop a 5 out of 5. They're cutting through a lot of the logistical issues that you may experience as a brand owner, and they're making it really easy to use with plug-and-play Shopify apps, as well as a built-in customer support. So now once you got your product sourced, the next challenge is in actually getting customers. Now, making ads and running ads and making good creative can get expensive or very time-consuming, which is where Redefining comes into play. Now, Redefining is one of those platforms that not only allows you to create UGC-style content, but it actually helps bring your brand and vision to life. And by creating these type of ads, it helps increase your return on investment when it comes to ad spend. So the way that this works is once you have your account and you are logged in, it gives you a couple of different options into how you can use it. So you can start by creating product videos. So in this example here, we have this product that we put on a model, and he's wearing it, he's showing it off in certain settings that we wanted him to wear it in. You can actually create your own avatar. Let's say you want a certain spokesperson or a certain look. You can actually build that avatar, and that avatar will be your person showing that product, using that product, and helping other people understand your brand. So in addition to all that, it also has the ability to create things in batch. All you gotta do is drop in that stored link, and it'll start to analyze it and start creating advertisements that are gonna pop for Meta and other social media platforms. It also allows you to edit the videos that you do create. So this is one of those tools that it's all in one. It's a video generator, video editor, avatar, and influencer marketer. But then it also has competitor tracker, which means that you could follow brands. There's certain brands within your space that are advertising online. You could follow them. You can see what they're doing and see the results that they're getting. And they also give you a little creative AI breakdown of what is working for an advertisement. So if you're wondering what works about it, how can I recreate it? This is all giving you creative insight so you can recreate your own ads in a similar or better way. Now, Redefining is one of those tools that absolutely is changing the advertising game, and it actually gives you all the tools and resources that you need to master that and start selling. And for that reason, we're gonna give it a 4.75 out of 5. And the reason I'm doing that is because it still has a little bit of kinks that it needs to work out. Things like, the product placement, the way that fabric drips. Sometimes it's not 100% accurate, but AI is consistently, getting better and better. And this is definitely one of those tools that you need to have at your arsenal to help save you money and start boosting your sales. But what do you do when people aren't ready to buy? Because the reality is most people won't be purchasing on your first website visit. This is why it's important for you to nurture that relationship, really build a relationship with the customer that gets them to trust you in order for them to buy. And that's where this next tool comes in, which is called OmniSend. Now, OmniSend isn't just another email marketing platform that came out of the blue. They've been doing this for decades, and best of all, they've really mastered what it means to start setting up campaigns easily, and even automates a lot of that heavy lifting on you, so it's perfect for anyone starting and even growing. Now, one of the beauties about what they do is that you get some drag and drop templates, which means that you don't necessarily have to design everything out of the box. You could change your colors, and on the onboarding, it'll actually help you personalize it for your brand. But even more important than that sometimes is when it comes to creating email subjects, people get a little overwhelmed, and I know I did, but they just recently launched a tool that integrates AI right into their platform, which means that it'll actually help you improve your subject lines. When it comes to reading emails, people still open them if that email is catchy enough to catch attention. And this is where that AI really comes into place to help people want to click and open your emails. Now, they've also made it just super simple to automate everything from welcome flows to abandoned carts to even purchase and buybacks and customer loyalty campaigns. It's so simple and straightforward by using OmniSend. And the best part about OmniSend is that it's absolutely free to start. This means that you don't have to pay anything to actually connect it to your store and start sending out campaigns. And for that reason, we're giving OmniSend a 5 out of 5 stars. They're helping entrepreneurs start and grow. Now, email marketing is the one foundation you need, but you also need a home base of where all of your products and your brand is gonna live. What if I told you that this next tool is absolutely changing the game when it comes to designing a website? And this next tool called Lovable is absolutely changing the game. And the way that Lovable works is you essentially prompt it with different ideas or the inspiration of what you have that a website should look like. So if you like a certain brand's website, homepage, landing page, all you gotta do is literally attach that image to Lovable's search feature here. It works a lot like ChatGPT. It also has some AI tools built in so you can edit it as you go. So it'll give you something that looks pretty good, but then you're gonna need to tweak things like the buttons and the way things flow. Like everything can be done using AI. I built something just for fun and I just told it, build a landing page for this, all based on text. And this is what it gave me. It gave me all of this information here that looks like a really good site. Like it would need, tweaking with the colors and some of the icons and the imagery, but for a very first landing page, like I know how much I pay to design landing pages with graphic designers, and it's hundreds of dollars each time, right? If not thousands, depending on how long they take. And for that reason, we're gonna give it a 4.85 out of 5. Why didn't we give it a 5 out of 5 you need to buy? Because this is one of those tools that you need to think about. What do I mean by that? That means that every time you design a store on Lovable, you do need to get the hosting for it, and you do need to plug in other tools that aren't as straightforward as a Shopify store is right now, but nonetheless does give you more customization features than Shopify would, but it's not user-friendly just yet. I think they're gonna work on it and do a little bit better on that, and then it could be a 5 out of 5 no-brainer, but for now, we're gonna keep it a little bit under that. And we're still gonna recommend Shopify, which we're gonna link in the description down below if you're just getting started. No, but honestly guys, these 7 tools right here are designed to really change the way that you approach starting and growing a brand. But here's the thing, the tools that we shared are only as good as the strategy. So if you'd like us to dive into a strategy session on how you can actually leverage these tools to build an incredible brand, leave a comment down below. And if this is the very first time you're watching this channel, hit that subscribe button because we post content to help you build your brand and business from the ground up. We've been doing it for almost a decade, and there's a library of content if you're looking to start an apparel and e-commerce business. And if you want additional tools and free resources, check out the link in the description where we actually give you PDFs as well as step-by-step guides and blueprints to help you build your brand. And if you want to see a video related to this one and one where we dive into AI and actually challenge it to make us money, check out that video there, and I'll see you then.